Welcome to Issues That Matter. I have my friend in Arizona who I did an interview with this summer. He's a returning guest because he's going to talk about his opponent, who's an incumbent congressman who's pretty sick. So, Daniel, you're better at pronouncing the names than I am. So, Daniel, your name?
My name's Daniel Butierez, and it's nice to be here, Cynthia. And the individual who we're speaking about is Raul Grijalva, and he's been in politics for a politician for 50 years. He's never held a job, never gotten a paycheck, never signed the back of a paycheck. So he lacks any kind of experience to really run the government. But he's there. The problem here is one of the biggest jobs of a representative is to vote for the people, whether he's going to vote the way I like him to or not. He was elected to do that job. And they just attacked Kay Granger because she hasn't represented for the last 6 months. I don't know if you remember that, but it was all over the medias.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Kay Granger has nothing on Raul Grijalva. Raul Grijalva has missed 490 votes. He has not represented Arizona since February of last year, and the papers are now calling him out. I was just on. I don't know if you saw it. I was on Grant Stinchfield. Grant Stinchfield interviewed me on this, and he addressed the issue. Of course, he didn't say Grijalva's name right. He called him Grijalva. I think it was Grijalva. I was like, okay, but it's Grijalva, you know. But anyways, this is a major problem within our governments right now. We have all these politicians all over that have become too old and feeble to represent us. And if they can't do the job, they need to step down.
Well, Biden was in diminished capacity, I would say. Nancy Pelosi's up there and she's got health problems. Your opponent has health problems. And it's like, I don't know if there should be an age cutoff, but, you know, um, it's just these people, they run and they run and they run and they get reelected and they're not capable of representing the people anymore. It's so obvious.
Yeah, we need term limits. That would be the answer, term limits, because what happens is they run so much, they become entrenched in the office, and people get used to just voting for the same name instead
Right.
of looking at, well, how's he doing? Can he represent me? They don't think about that. And just while we're on it with Biden, Grijalva was the second congressional leader to come out and ask Biden to step down.
Oh,
How
no.
about that for hypocrisy? Look it up.
Wow.
The second one to step out and ask Grijalva to step down. And he did that when he wasn't even representing Arizona.
Right.
So, yeah.
And you said he's got cancer?
He has cancer. He's not getting better. And when we knew he wasn't going to get better, he keeps telling everyone he's planning on getting better. What he's trying to do is last long enough so that his daughter can get appointed. You see, right now, if he steps down within the next year and a half, there will be a special election.
Right.
If he makes it till June, then his daughter can be appointed, or Regina Romero, who's the mayor of Tucson. Both of them are really, really bad for our country. They've destroyed Tucson. Single-handedly, these two women have destroyed Tucson.
Mm-hmm.
We have 900 homeless camps. We've been forking out $1.4 million a week, housing, feeding, and clothing the migrants, which are now gone. They emptied out those places. But they did this, and they're just not good for our community or our country.
Now, when you ran against him and the election was in November,
Yep.
uh, as you were running against him, when he was your opponent, did you realize that he was sick?
Yep. He had come out and announced that he had cancer.
Oh, he did.
And then he came out and announced that he was done with chemo for now, which means he still had cancer. He didn't come out and say it's in remission. He came out and said, "I'm done with chemo for now," and I already knew why he was done with chemo for now. He's Grijalva has always been a heavy drinker, a heavy smoker. I've even heard he likes a little cocaine. That I don't know for a fact. The other two I do know for a fact, but he's not very healthy, and chemo takes a lot of strain on your body, and his heart couldn't take it anymore, so they had to stop.
Oh my goodness, really?
Yeah, and that I knew that as a fact too. So
And he's still serving the people in his district.
yep. Well, he just wanted to hold on to it. Like I said, he's trying to make it live long enough so that he can get his daughter appointed in. So it's cronyism at its finest. That's what it
Has
is.
there been any calls for his resignation?
All the papers right now are coming out and asking him to step down. We need people like Mike Johnson to step in, and who I understand is working on this, but he needs to step in and speak with Grijalva face to face and say, "Hey, are you going to be able to do your job?" Because the law says if they are incapacitated, unable to do their job, then their seat must be vacated. Arizona law says that those individuals, once that seat's been vacated by the Speaker of the House, then the governor has 72 hours to call for a special election.
Wouldn't it be Hakeem Jeffries that would have to talk to
Well,
uh
King Jeffrey isn't Speaker of the House.
I know that, but Mike Johnson's a
But
Republican and your opponent is a Democrat.
yeah, but Speaker Johnson's still the Speaker of the House, and he has the power over all the. He can't remove him unless he determines that he's unable to do his job, which was why I say they should be speaking face to face and evaluate that. And he'd probably take, you know, other representatives with him to confront this so they can all determine, yes, this guy, because our rights are being violated. There's 800 constituents within Southern Arizona
Mhm.
that have a constitutional right to representation. That right has been being violated since February. So that's why they need to step in and do something.
So, but when before the election, everybody could see that Biden was impaired, and he kept on thinking that he was going to run and possibly win another term. So I would say that that mindset is with your opponent.
Yep. Yep. It's a pretty bad situation.
So you don't know as of right now what's going to happen, do you?
No, no. I talked to the Gina Savoda yesterday morning. We talked to Gina Savoda. She's on the chair. She's informed us that Mike Johnson is working on it right now. Everybody's gearing up for a special election. I think I personally don't think Rob is going to last till June. I don't think he's going to last for more than another month or two. So either way, it's going to happen. The problem that the papers realize it's going to happen. That their issue is that the longer we wait, because once we start the special election, it's a 6-month process. So for 6 months, Arizona still won't be getting representation.
Uh-huh.
And the longer we wait to do that is all that period that we're not getting representation. So basically, what Tim Steller was letting everybody know and asking Grijalva to step down was that fact right there. They know it's going to happen. He's going to pass away this year. And the whole time he's trying to hold on to the seat, we're being denied any representation. And then once it does happen, then we got 6 more months of being denied representation. So they're saying, just go, it's inevitable. Let's deal with it right now. Step down. Let's do the special so that we can start getting representation, whether it's a Republican or a Democrat.
Don't you think that it would be a good idea for incumbents who are impaired to step up to the plate and says, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore. I'm going to step down. But they keep on being in Congress or whatever position, and it's only not good for their constituents. And I think that's so unfair.
It's tyranny. It's bordering tyranny because what he's trying to do, and everybody knows what he's trying to do, because we all know he's dying, is he should have let his daughter, he raised her, he trained her, let her step up and run against me, and let the people decide who they want.
Wow.
Fact is, he doesn't have enough faith in her to believe that she can beat me. So she wants to wait and put her in at the end, that's telling. And then she'll be the incumbent when we run in 2026. So I just think that we should just go ahead and run right now. I mean, she's been in politics for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
She's another, I mean, that's what they do. They've never held a job. They've never signed the back of a check. They're employees of we the people, and we've been feeding them, housing them, and clothing them as they've been abusing our communities, and it needs to stop.
So, Daniel, keep me posted on how this is going. And when there's some kind of an outcome, I would like to have you back on Issues That Matter so you could tell everybody what's going on.
Absolutely. And
Uh,
if anybody wants to read my story, my webpage is www.butierezforcongress.com.
and and if there's somebody who wants to volunteer for your campaign to make a contribution, is that the way they would reach you?
Absolutely. They could donate, volunteer there. As a matter of fact, we just had a big event here in Arizona, and this was so cool because it was a young man from your area, 16 years old. He came here to a big event. We had a Republican event over in Phoenix, and I was doing an interview. And when I finished, this 16-year-old boy from New York come running over to me and said, "Mr. Butierez?" I said, "Yes." And he goes, I've been following you. I'm a big fan of yours. I want to come and help you. I'll be old enough to come and help you next year. Can I come and help you on your campaign?" And I said, "Absolutely." But I thought that was pretty cool that a kid from New York knew everything there was to know about me.
That's great. So, Daniel, as this story unfolds, I'll uh, I'll keep in touch with you, and you can come back on Issues That Matter whenever you want to.
All right.
Okay, so this is Issues That Matter, and Daniel, I'm sorry, can you say your name?
Gutierrez.
And I'm Cynthia Pooler. So if you like this channel, please subscribe to my, if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Thank you. We'll talk again, Daniel, and thank you everybody for listening. Have a great day.
Bye.